Hi guys, how are you? We're back again this week and I'm your girl Shilz.
And I'm Jen.
So it's Black History Month. Obviously last week we did a little bit of a catch up and we made mention that we will be coming back to look at the Black History topic and conversation for this month. The theme for this year is, well, for the UK, because obviously I always have to say this every year, Black History Month in America is in February.
Yeah.
And in the UK where we live, King George's and all that, it is October. Yeah. So this year's theme, I don't want to get it wrong here, is standing firm in power and pride. Yeah. This theme celebrates the resilience, strength and achievement of the Black community, acknowledging the leaders, activists, which is you, me, you, and pioneers who have shaped history, while also looking towards the future of empowerment and continued growth within the Black community. Yeah. It highlights the collective strengths, leadership and cultural identity that contribute to an equitable society.
Who comes up with this?
The government, I think, agree on it. Or there's like maybe like a lead board committee, and they agree on what it's celebrated. But I kind of like feel like it's the same as last year.
What was last year?
We did a piece reclaiming spaces. Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah. Last year
it sounds a bit. I get what you mean, the angle.
Yeah.
But it sounds a bit different.
Yeah. I think the key aspects of this theme, and we're going to break them up and talk about them. Yeah. From our own understanding and our own experiences, and obviously as the segment or the month continues, you'll see different views and different points, I guess. So the key aspects of this is power, pride. Well, power is one. Yeah. Pride is two. Resilience and progress. Yeah.
Is another one.
What do they mean by power?
What does power mean to you?
What power means to me is I got the power.
God. When would this girl be serious? She's serious, actually. She's a serious person.
I was serious. Djenys actually makes me a little bit looser. But And the
don't say it like that, they'll think.
The problem is, I'm so uptight.
Yeah.
I am really uptight.
Really uptight.
I didn't ask for emphasis, by the way.
Sorry. She's just uptight.
I am really uptight. And especially when we're having conversations,
absolutely.
I can be a bit I can be like a head teacher. And Djenys was like, she was relaxed. Yeah, like, chill out. But
we're having conversations. No one is judging you. Relax.
Yeah, I like to drive the point home, I guess, But what does power mean to me? I think power is being able to stand in for your individual self. Yeah. That's power to me. Yeah. Having influence. Yeah.
Same.
Having influence as power and not misusing your power or manipulating people because you have power. That's the real power. If you can actually control yourself, knowing that you have power to do so many things. I think for me, having influence is power.
I think I'm the same. I said I am personally owning influence, whether at work, at home, in our communities. That's for me what power means. And I guess it's not power hungry, power driven, but just that, especially when you was explaining it, it's also, and I know it's going to sound so cliche, but these conversations that we have and our platform is using it to shape conversations, because in a way it's mentoring someone, it's teaching someone, it's pushing us to speak about what we consider as fair opportunities potentially. So that's our power that we're using, right? In these shaping these conversations. And I think it's just recognizing us, me, you, as Black women, how we're always driven. That takes a lot of power.
Powerade
to be where we are,
But I do,
even when in reality history is overlooked. But
when you're saying that, and when you mentioned about power, and you're saying that the description you gave and how you see it sparked something within me, because I thought about being in positions of power. Because when you're in positions of power, you can make changes. Because we all know, like in the olden days, kings had the power, but these days we live in a democracy. that even if you are the king, you haven't got the power to say off with his head. Yeah, that was King Henry days. Yeah, and some parts.
I'm joking.
And Bolin.
I'm joking. They have Bolin there. I know them.
Yeah, so it's like so when you're in power, you have position to make changes and to contribute to factors. And this is why sometimes I say to people, it's, I'll use a career perspective, or if you're be a leader in your community, so that you can influence the outcome for your people. But what you saw is previously you had no black people in power. Yeah, so a lot of black people were not being promoted in certain spaces because nobody that looked like you had that to say come up here. Yeah. Now in my line of work, as you know, I started off in my line of work 15 years ago, and the face of what over the leaders was different. Yeah, I was this little kid new in this office, and there I was. Yeah, but now 15 years later, the face of the leaders look like me.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, because like people of color have come up and they've gone into power, and as they've got the power, they've also given it to others. Yeah, and obviously I was talking to one of my I don't want to say my workers. I hate using that word.
Direct report.
Yeah. This is when you used the other time that was really rude, yeah, and you made me seem like a horrible person, some subordinates or something. I thought, no, Janice, I've never used that word against anybody. No, I was talking to her and I was saying to her, like, do you know what, I've been uplifted in my career by black women who have been in power. Yeah. But I promise you now, and I'll say this as the nicest way, a white person might have let me through the door, but it was a black person or the person of colour, even if they're Asian or brown, that helped me climb. But in saying that, there are some black people that don't like to see people go up, so I will, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Let it go. Let that mouse go.
I can't forget that sister. That sister so and so. No, but it's true. But it's true. Yeah. So then, when I see that it's really important for us to be in place of power. When I read it here, it says, power recognises the influence and capacity of the black community to effect positive change, encompassing visionaries and various fields like politics, civil rights, and education and the arts.
That's what I was just saying.
Exactly that.
And here we are. We've got. I think now David wasn't it announced that David Lammy is essentially now Deputy Prime Minister.
Well, you would know. You're in the blogs. Yeah. And
no, that's not blogs. That's actually
that's
reading
current news.
Current news. Thank you.
But
That's not
blogs.
That's news.
That's not the blogs.
I'll be with the blogs though.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't aware of that, but that's actually amazing. Yeah. And that's again, and I think when we have people in power, we can see what we can look up to. Yeah.
Not necessarily they. Yeah.
But there are
Diane,
people,
maybe not necessarily
there are people that get into positions and you think, oh my god, that person looks like me. Yeah. But if you don't see somebody that looks like you where you can be, it might limit you.
Yeah, especially in my field as well. Exactly. And especially in HR, it's rare to see black women leadership. So when I do see it and mentors, that's why I make it for me to get mentors who are black women who are in those positions because
and I think business should be in England for Black History Month. I think personally.
Anyway, guys,
because the reason why I'm saying that, let me land here. Like, I know everyone's not going to like it because I always use Beyonce as a lot of examples. Yeah, but what Beyonce did with this Cowboy Carter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like.
She took the position.
She took the power back, because that was taken from her. And if we look at the history of the music, and I know I said this last year, in terms of reclaiming your place, but
it's fair,
Is it a fair point to make? Is it a fair point to make?
I get that. I get where you're coming from.
So sometimes I think like we look at people that are or people want to see something so grand, but it's in those little things that people do that make a change, because Clarice is at home looking at you as a black woman who goes out and earns and works and does whatever,
to provide.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So now when you're doing that, it's positioning her.
I totally
and her saying, if that person can do it, I know people that agree with me using the notion of Beyonce or whatever, but I'm just using it just for the.
It's just an analogy, to be fair.
Just the fact that she went back into this area and took the power back. So. And you've got pride.
What does pride mean to you, my love?
So here's what it says. Pride reflects the importance of cultural identity, heritage and celebration of black excellence through stories, art and music passed down through generations.
Hey, me.
Yeah.
You know me being Congolese.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Shilz will tell you there's no greater feeling. It's just... No, for me. Not for you.
I was going to say...
For me,
what do we eat in Congo, by the way?
We eat kwanga, we eat taba, we eat pondu, we eat madesu, we eat fumbwa. Those are things.
What's
cassava.
fumbwa? What's fumbwa?
Pondu is cassava leaf.
Yeah.
Fumbwa is a stringy leaf, more.
Yeah, I've never had that before.
Seaweedy type of stringy leaf.
Yeah.
It's really delicious with
I've
peanut butter.
had taba.
With peanut butter, taba bangs with kwanga.
Well, what's kwanga?
Kwanga is cassava, but made into, it's almost very
like
hard, like pounded jam, but it's harder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've no clue, but I'm sure it's lovely.
But for me, pride is feeling rooted. So when I say heritage, culture, I love my culture. As much as the kids obviously share Jamaican culture, but my Congolese culture is food.
Man, no cry. I couldn't resist it.
My culture is food, music, tradition.
Music,
that I also carry my family stories to my kids. So when we talk about that, that's pride. That's celebrating. And you just made that example of Carrie seeing me in a position of working power. She knows I'm the most senior in terms of my role in the in my company. So it's obviously she's celebrating my excellence in sense of the field that I'm in, and then I'm able to actually pass on this confidence to my next generation.
So the pride is there.
And just girl, one thing is I've realized that even just with you, it's refusing to shrink myself.
Yeah, I don't
for
know how
others. To fit the expectations.
Yeah.
So that's me with pride.
I think with the pride, when we mention pride, people think about gay pride, isn't it? Yeah. And how that is paraded up and down, Now, if you take that notion and if you give it to our minds right now as black people, if we carry that sense of pride in who we are and what we've achieved and where we've come from every day, our world will look so different. Our kids coming through will look so different. Now, when I think about pride in terms of this month, I think about it proclaiming, because I'm telling you guys, for a woman or a man to come over on a boat, to come over as an immigrant and make it, and grow into a firm, to not have the privileges of some of their peers, but they progress, and their children come up in a system that is hostile towards them, you should stand with pride in whatever you've achieved, and that's what I see it as, when I look at the black person, the black auntie, the black mum, the Asian man. I know it's not Asian month, but I call it brown, brown people, that you've come into a country where everything was against you. The language wasn't yours. The culture wasn't yours. Like you said, you're eating taba and kwanga, but you've come to eat pie and mash now. Getting used to it. Do you know what I mean? Having to speak a different language. The pride that, you understand, the pride that comes with it, and then and I beat ourselves up on this, when people turn around and say, oh, you've got an accent. So should I? I should have one.
What do you mean?
I should have one because I've got to learn this language. This is my language.
It's true.
This isn't my culture.
Pride.
So we need to stand pride within our cultures, like you said.
No more saying you're French, you're Congolese. That's your pride, that's your heritage.
When that march thing was going over, I'm seeing people in the Caribbean saying they're English. Is that correct?
Why are you asking me?
No, because you're closer to that side than I am,
It's no, I think no. I think some people confuse it in terms of it's their culture. Some people are born here, isn't it? So you're British English in that way, but your culture is St. Lucian, is Jamaican, is Bayesian,
because your nationality can be British.
Was he white, mixed race, or black?
He was black. But I see it. But I have seen that. And the guys, educate me if you're Jamaican or from that side of the world and how that works. Because what they'll say is that, because if you ask me where I'm from, even if you ask my cousins that were born here, where they're from, they say Ugandan. They wouldn't say we're English. But I haven't heard, my mum is Ugandan.
No, I haven't heard that. I've never heard a Jamaican person tell me they're English. It's always I'm Jamaican, or I was born here but I'm Jamaican.
Right, that's good. Because even on TikTok when people are being interviewed, I'll show it to you. And I've known somebody that we went to school with, uni with, that they used to say that, but until they got woken up a bit, yeah. But so that's the pride that one would carry, yeah. Now, when we talk about resilience and progress, it comes into some of the things that I just mentioned, yeah. Because you've had to come, learn the language, be in a one-bedroom place. I'll tell you guys a story.
That's resilience.
When mum first came to the UK, yeah, years ago, yeah. My mum worked as a cleaner, yeah, or a carer, something like that. And they used to get on the district line, to Westminster Hospital, and they used to clean it, yeah. One day, maybe it was 2020, my mum sat me down and said to me, you know what, Shilz, yeah, it took me a whole year to make $4,000.
Wow.
So that you guys can be brought over to the UK.
Wow.
In my head, I was like, what? I'll get that.
Heartbeat.
Like, I thought it took her 1 year. Yeah. And that's like, what? It baffled me. Yeah. But when she told me the things they had to do, how many jobs they had to take on, she'd be like to me, falling asleep on the train, doing this, doing that.
That's why I have so much respect for them. I never, when I see a cleaner in my office, or I'm the first person to say, please take a fruit, this and that, because I know how it is. I've seen my mum do it, so...
It's crazy. Yeah. So that's what we call resilience.
And that's progress.
And progress, Because obviously, fast forward a couple of years later... Business owner, running so many things that it's unreal. And somebody has the cheek to come and say to me, they came and took our jobs.
Yeah.
I don't like it, guys.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
You're taking the biscuit.
Yeah. You're taking our jobs.
What do you mean?
But you took my land.
Which land was that? Which land?
Uganda.
Canning Town one or the council one? Which
Uganda, yeah. But that is it. Away from the jokes, guys, You talk about resilience, And if you want to look at a resilient person, you have to look at a person that's come into a society that isn't theirs.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and this is why we have this Black History Month, So obviously we're going to be highlighting different people in different spaces, And we might bring some people on the show to actually talk about their experiences, Or it could be the workplace, because obviously a lot of people listen to our podcast are in the professional area, so it might bring somebody that's actually taken up space, and said, I'm going to go 100%. Or in some sports are white dominated, You look at Tiger Woods before he started playing golf. It was a white.
Look at the whole Arsenal squad. How many? They're all practically. So it's just. I think it's. But do you know what? It's that piece around resilience and progress, because once our parents ultimately stayed focused in building the future for us, the kids, to experience equality essentially and recognition, it's like we have no choice but to continue climbing.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do agree with you.
And I think that part, that resilience piece, is then I feel like it's automatically embedded in you because we've seen it in 4K every day.
But do you think some people don't always get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can.
It's true.
I'm not going to say here
and the field that you work in, you can see a lot of people that don't get it.
Some people don't get it. I'm just like, some people will be like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm heartbroken. But you've got to push. You've actually got to push. And I like it when I meet my allies that understand the struggle. When I've worked with some great managers, and they've been able to say, I want people of colour to progress.
But I also don't. I appreciate that more than the tick box exercise of you when you're just doing it to be performative. To me, right? the status quo, whatever, But I respect more.
There are some people that I've met, I don't like saying names because other friends of mine are going to think, oh, am I a racist, Shilz? No, you're not, It's just that this person stands out for me. I feel like my friend Tilly, she's very, very pro-black and moving forward, And I've worked with a couple of people before, that are just very. I worked with a manager years ago, and she's white, but she would really look at developing black people in that space, saying,
because you're not seeing them.
And she was so clear to say, I don't care about what the accent is, I care about the fact the person understands what they're doing, they're able to deliver, I'm not going to give this person the job because they're white, just or because they have an accent of this nature. I don't care if they're saying in the beginning, do you see what I mean? Or has HIF.
I wasn't expecting it.
I'm gonna.
But he said I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah,
it's still lands.
It's still
exactly.
And that person has to go into these meetings.
Absolutely. And look at it takes a lot of confidence and resilience to be in those spaces and knowing it now sound right.
You understand, yeah? And the fact of the matter is, already take away your colour, take away your non-privileges, you're already on the back burner. So if you're coming into a room with people that don't look like you, don't sound like you, and some of them might even hate you because of the colour of your skin, but you're pushed through.
Absolutely.
Guys, there's a lot to come.
We're going to be covering it.
We're going to be covering it.
Get ready for Black History Month. And just make sure, and I know it's Black History Month every day for us, but if it's October, we have to highlight it. We're going to highlight it.
We're highlighting it. We're highlighting hairs, Black history, with diversity.
She said we're highlighting hairs.
Guys, you got it,
When will she tire?
Yeah, you got it, I can't tire.
It's been real. I'm actually really looking forward to this.
You're looking forward to it, yeah? So am I.
To see how it shapes, because sometimes I think it's just, sometimes like I said to you, who comes up with it, because sometimes I think you just make it up overnight, but I like to know how actually the work behind it and the significance behind it. So yeah, guys, we're looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to you guys coming back.
It's been real.